Welcome, welcome. Hi, Bart. How are you? Oh, when I see you did the list for me, thank you, Bart. Muchly appreciated. So we have Bart and Tiwa. So take a nice deep breath. So hopefully today's is better. Let's get this cleansing the space. I'm loving my news. New sage. Right, let's have a look. How are we doing? Hopefully you can all hear me. Oh, where's everyone gone? Hi, Dazzling. How are you? You're number 3. So I'm just waiting for Bart's question. Bart and Tiwa, and your question too, Ariana. Dazzling Empress. Your question as well. Oh, nice deep breath. That's all finished with. Just cleanse the space. Okay. Ooh, Bart, interesting. What's going to happen when I celebrate your older brother's 51st birthday next month? Okay. So, Bart, I'm actually going to go with, get my glasses on, the Field Tarot. Okay, remembering the first thing. Now, don't forget, if you want more than just the reading, don't forget to support the channel. You can support them through making sure you like the channel. Make sure you've liked it. Make sure you've liked the, the video. Make sure you've clicked that thumb. Don't forget, for as little as $1 a month through Ko-Fi, you can get exclusive content as well. Hi, Ultraviolet. You're after Dazzling Empress if you've got a question. Right, Bart, what's going to happen when you celebrate your older brother's 51st birthday? Let's have a look. Okay, Bart, let's have a look. What's we going to do? Ooh. Okay, we've got the Magician, and the first words here is something about your skill, your abilities to manifest whatever you want within. To manifest. I do get the sense of manifestation. You're 38. Okay. All the star tells me that it's going to be a light. I do feel like it's manifestation, trusting in your own, be guided by your own spirituality. And we've got abundance with the Empress here. So I do feel like for Bart, I do feel like it's about you manifesting what you want within the party. I think a lot of it is about your skills, your abilities here to feel yourself being spiritually guided with this journey. And it does create a sense of abundance and bounty. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot of the birth of something new within the relationship. I do within the party. I do feel like it's going to be a birth of something. So really cool. Yep, major cards. So I do feel like it's going to be quite a major impact on you as well. It does feel like it's going to be quite a major impact here. You've got a lot of the light coming through. You know, I do feel like there's a lot of light coming through, a lot of joy. I just feel very, very positive energy for the party. But I think it's all about you being able to use your skills and use your abilities. So, yeah, interesting there, Bart, indeed. Hi, Jean. Welcome, welcome. Okay, And I did see, oh, hi, Ms. Rack. Yes, you're included as well. Ultraviolet, Ms. Rack. Okay, so Detawa. Okay, so the rest of the list. Let's have a look here. Okay, so I do have Tiwa, Dazzling. Didn't spell that right. Ultraviolet. Ms. Rack. Bean. Jen. Enchantress. Is having an issue. Let me just 1 second, guys. So hopefully that's all working. Let me just pop this chat out so I can add it to here. Right. Okay, so did my list, no, my list didn't go through, bugger. So I just had issue. Hopefully I'm back and everybody's added. Okay, everybody's added. Hi, Patsy. So everybody's added. So can I have questions from Tiwa and Dazzling? Ultraviolet? So let me just do this. I thought I'd done this list, but it didn't quite go through. Dazzling, Ultraviolet, Mizrak, Bean, Ben, Enchantress, you're added, and Patsy. Okay. Yes, you can donate, Jen. If you want more than just the 2 cards, yes, you certainly can. Make sure you check out the link down below or check the pinned link. So this is the list. Right. You get 2 cards. Jean, for the reading, you get 2 cards for the reading. And then if you want to donate, you get a tarot and oracle. So you'll get much more cards depending on how much you donate. Hi, Caitlin. How are you? You're the last. List closed now that Caitlin's here. And it looks like I'm having issues again today. So, guys, I may, for some reason, the internet shouldn't be. Yes, Jean, you're on the list. Jen, you're on the list. Yep. But if you donate, you jump the queue. Yep, free list is closed. Right, so I'm just waiting for some questions from Dazzling, Ultraviolet, Mizrak. Yeah, Jen, that's of course you can. Okay, so Tiwa, Dazzling, Ultraviolet. If I can get some questions. What's coming towards you in love? Right, so I'm waiting for Dazzling. I haven't got Dazzling's question either. Okay, so I'll do Ultraviolets. What's coming towards you in love? Right. Ultraviolet. What's coming towards you in love? Thanks, Caitlin. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to do the deck of heroes for Ultraviolet. Right, let's have a look. Whoa, gee, card just flew out. Let me just grab that. I mean, that really jumped out of the deck. Okay, we got 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords tells me that you've got some resting to do. 4 of Swords tell me it's about some rest, some transformation, some changes going on, Ultraviolet. Feels like there's a lot of changes going for you. There's a little bit of time for some rest time, some sense of sort of taking a bit of a vacation or a holiday type of energy, sort of taking some time out from everything that's been going on and to allow the transformation and the changes to take place. Does feel like there's a lot of just taking some time to breathe is certainly important there. Okay, and being able to sort of have those moments of allowing the transformation, the changes to sort of take place. It does feel like there's some things that are ending, and it's going to allow some new beginnings to come through, which is certainly important for you there, ultraviolet. Okay, so yeah, quite important for you just to sort of take a moment to breathe. I think that's very important, to sort of clear your head, create some stability in the mind, and allowing the changes and the transformations to go through in regards to love. That's going to be really important for you. I do feel like there's a sort of a moment to sort of take some time out from everything that's going on and taking a breath. Okay, so super important there. Just take a moment to breathe. Okay, so next, dazzling. Tiwa and dazzling. And then Mizrak. Okay, Mizrak. What does August bring you? Let's do the Rider tarot deck for some reason. Okay, Mizrak. What's August coming? What's happening in August for you? Ooh. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. It's about making sure you're organized, assertive. Let's have a look. Assertive. Bounty and abundance. Okay, if you can be organized and be sorted, it does feel like August is going to bring you a sense of bounty and abundance. So it does feel like everything's sort of coming together for you. Okay, so yeah, really important there, Ms. Rack, is if you can just take a moment to be organized, to be make sure you nurture your well-being, sense of being assertive, just get everything sort of organized, and you will have that abundance and bounty during August as well. It does feel like things are going to sort of be created. There's going to be a birth of a lot of things going on here. Okay. So just make sure that you're organized, be sorted, and you're going to have that abundance and bounty that you want in your life. Okay, next was... Okay, we got Tiwa Dazzling. Just Patsy Ultraviolet. Okay, so who's next? Ultraviolet. So I'm waiting for Dazzling. Did that. Ultraviolet I did. Ms. Rack I did. Jean. So So I'm just waiting for some questions. So whose question? So who am I waiting for? Got Tiwa, Dazzling, Jean, and Jen. Tiwa, Dazzling, Jean, and Jen. So if I can have some questions, please. Okay, Jean. Okay, I'm just having a little bit of a... Okay. Oh, and Black Widow's donated, so I'll do Black Widow next. Black Widow, can I have your question? Okay, Jean, what's coming towards you financially? Ooh. Okay, Jean. Okay, so glasses on. What's coming towards you financially? Well, we've got Page of Wands, so it feels like it's your enthusiasm. But you are going to be at a bit of a crossroads with your finances. Feels like you've got the drive and the motivation. You've got that sense of feeling like everything's sort of coming together in a way, even though you might feel like you're at a crossroads. And the reason why I say that is because I got Six of Wands flew out as well, so I just grabbed that as well, Jean. So basically it does sort of think of you as you've got the enthusiasm and the drive, and it does feel like you may have to make some decisions. You might find yourself in deciding in which path you want to go, but it's very much about success and victory here with the Six of Wands. There might be some challenges, and that might come from being at a bit of the crossroads, deciding quite, not sure which path to actually take. But it does feel like you're going to have success. You're going to have victory in regards to finances. Okay, so you're going to be A-okay, but it's all about those decisions that you make, which is really important. And you do have the enthusiasm. You've got that motivation to save or do what you need to do in regards to your finances. So you will have success. Okay, so I've got now donation from Black Widow. Let me work this out because it's a paid reading. Let me just work this out. Okay, so you're asking about somebody. You're asking about how somebody feels about you. You're intruding in their thoughts. So let me see if I can do this. Okay, so that's why it's important that you read the thing. Okay, let's start. You've been making a lot of decisions lately. You're welcome, Jean. Okay, so look, Black Widow, you're asking about somebody else in a relationship. Just 1 minute. Just give me a second here. So you're asking about somebody else's thoughts, their opinions. So you're sort of intruding in their... let's see if we can work this out. If we can do this. Okay. Okay, you've done that sort of reading. Okay, so you've got quite a big one. So we can sort of dive into it in a different way. So let's do the here it is. What we can do is, you want to know about the relationship, right? You want to know about that connection. So what we do is we go, okay, so let's have a look at the foundation of the relationship first. Let's look at the foundation of the relationship. That's all right, no worries. Black Widow, what I'll do is I'll go, what's the foundation of the relationship? So let's have a look and see what the foundation is first. Let's have a look at the foundation of the relationship so we know exactly where we're going. Foundation of the relationship. So we look at the foundation of the relationship and it tells us that it's moving. The relationship's shifting. No pregnancy, please, Jean. Pregnancy is medical. Okay. So it's a relationship that's moving. There's a lot of moving within the relationship. So what do you want to know is, what do you need to know about what he brings to the relationship? Okay, he brings a sense of calmness, serenity to the relationship. And what do you bring to the relationship? Okay, it does feel like the relationship is moving. There's a lot of movement going on. He does bring a sense of calmness to the relationship, and you bring a sense of new beginning, a bit of fun. Does tell me that you've got that fun energy, okay, with being the Fool. Okay, so where is the relationship headed? Okay, so where is the relationship headed? Ooh, there's going to be a lot of decisions that need to be made within the relationship. It does feel like there's going to be a lot of decisions that are going to be made in regards to the relationship. A lot of decisions. Okay, so what advice can the universe give you in regards to the relationship? Oh, yes, there's going to be a lot of things being juggled around. You're going to have to work out what your priorities are. It does talk a lot about juggling. There's a lot of things that need to be juggled within the relationship. Okay. It's going to be a relationship that you're going to have to persevere. It does feel like there's a lot of challenges within the relationship. Like, I know he brings a sense of calmness to the relationship. It is going to be a relationship that's moving all the time. There's going to be a lot of movement within the relationship. You do bring that sense of funness, that new beginnings, that sense of, I just keep getting fun energy to it. You are going to be there are going to be decisions needing to be made. Again, with the twos here, you got 2 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. So it tells me you're going to be pulled in different directions within the relationship. So it's going to be quite challenging. It's going to be a relationship that's going to take a lot of hard work. I feel like there's a lot of perseverance. It's a relationship that's you're going to have to dive deep within yourself to be able to have that sense of, sorry, I'm just looking for a deck in particular. Okay, so you've got that sense of having to work quite hard in the relationship. I feel like there's a real perseverance within it. It's a relationship that's going to take a bit of hard work, a bit of perseverance, keep going. There'll be a lot of juggling things around, a lot of decisions to be made, decisions to be made. You are going to find yourself being pulled in different directions within the relationship. So let's have a look at the Keepers of the Light. Oh, okay, Keepers of the Light. What did I get? Okay, Kasami with a Cloak of Wisdom. Feels like you need to trust in yourself a little bit. I think there's a lot of needing to trust. Don't doubt yourself in many ways. does feel like there is a very magnetic energy between you, with Horus, the cosmic gateway. Magnetic sort of stood out. Does tell me that your thoughts are powerful. So it's whatever you're thinking about within the relationship is what you're going to create. So it's very important, Black Widow, to think about, well, to look at what you're thinking about in regard to the relationship. When there's doubt creeping in, there's going to be doubt. So it's going to be a relationship that really, you have to sort of look at things really sensibly. Really look at things at what you are within yourself. Yeah. It's all about what you thinking about is very important. It's your thoughts that are going to create a difference. So when you have doubt, it pushes in that energy. Whatever you're thinking about, that's what the universe is sort of going to give you. So when you have that doubt, so yeah, hopefully that gives you some things to sort of really think about in regards to the relationship. So he does bring a lot of calmness, a lot of energy there to it, but it's all about your being pulled in different directions. Okay, so next, back to the free readings. Okay, so that's the donation done. You definitely bring the fun. Good. Okay, Jen. Okay, so you're talking about your child. So you want to know, what can you do? Let's have a look at this. Yes, Black Widow. Yes, if you want a past life reading, yeah, definitely. Okay, June. So let's have a look. What's going to happen here? Okay, so let's have a look at this one. Now, remembering I'm only doing 2 cards, so we'll just see what. Right. Okay, so Enchantress, I need your question as well. Thanks, Kate. Thanks, Caitlin. Right, let's have a look. Let's use the Meraki Tarot for this one. Let's have a look. Make sure you've read the description box down below in regards to the type of questions I will and will not answer. Make sure you read the disclaimer. Jean, will my oldest son ever? So this is really important to look at. What can you do? What can Jen know about this? What can Jen know about this situation? What can she expect from this situation? What can you expect? Okay, 2 of Swords. Okay, let's have a look and see what else I get from here. 2 of Swords and Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting, because straight away when I got 2 of Swords this time, I got the words peace restored. It feels like the peace is going to be restored in some way, and I can say that because of the Wheel of Fortune, which is about, even though there's life's ups and downs, okay, it can also bring a sense of good fortune. It does tell us that the positive aspects are going to eventually. So what do you know about the situation is that eventually, in time, that there will be that sense of inner peace and peace restored, and that there's going to be good things happening here. So what you need to know is that eventually things will get better, that things will be more positive on the wheel of fortune here. Is that good fortune, that good luck, that things will happen in a much more positive energy here. Even with life's ups and downs, there is that sense of peace being restored. But don't know when. Okay, there is no time thing, just says eventually. Okay, Jen does talk about eventually that peace will be restored, and that things will sort of be a bit, that things will be better for sure in time. Okay. Okay, next question. Enchantress. Let's have a look at this. How are we going to do this one? Okay, so I'm sort of working out the questions as we go. So, Enchantress. Okay, so you're asking about someone else with their reconciliation as you're in no contract. Okay, so what do you need to do? No worries, Jean, no worries. No, that's why I sort of worked it out, and what do you need to know about that situation? So that's all right, no worries. Okay, Enchantress, what we're doing is you're thinking about somebody else's with their reconciliation with your connection, right? So you need to know what lies ahead for you into regards to this situation. I'm going to use the Labyrinth Tarot. Okay, so what does Enchantress need to know about this situation? Okay, so what I'm saying is, what do you need to know? Okay, Enchantress. What does Enchantress need to know about this situation? Okay, Enchantress, what do you need to know? Okay, the first card we get here is 9 of Junk, which is about a gain. Does tell us that something's going to be a gain. And with 9 of Poles is that perseverance. So if you're patient, there is a possibility of a reconciliation. There is a possibility, if you can just sort of take a breath for a minute, look at just take a breath for a minute and just allow things to be, there could be a reconciliation. But will it be the best thing for you? There could be a sense of a crooked viewpoint. Could be you're not quite seeing the bigger picture. Yes, there could be a reconciliation, but is it really good for you? So that's something to think about. Yes, there could be a reconciliation. That's what you need to know. If you're patient and you wait around, if you wait and wait and wait, there could be a reconciliation. But is it really good for you? That's something that you need to think about there. Yep. But is it going to be good for you? Just because a reconciliation happens, is it really going to be good for you? Okay, so Black Widow. So I've got Patsy and Arura. Yep. Yep. Okay, so if I'm missing any questions, yeah, it won't be stagnant. Yeah. Cool, Enchantress. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So, let me just go into the Black Widow. Okay, so you want the, right. Okay, so, oops. Okay. Oops. Not what I want. Oh, God, what's wrong with me today? Right. Let's take it. Right. So, I've got Tiwa, Dazzling, Patsy, and Caitlin. Patsy. So, right. Let me just grab. Right, let's just throw in. Just throwing an incense in. Okay, so let's prepare. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So I know that we're going to do Black Widow, but she said to wait. I'll just do these last few questions. Right. Right. Okay, Caitlin, I'm going to do the Hocus Pocus. I'm just getting it ready. Right, what's happening here? So what was the premonition? Okay. tell us about the premonition. What's... Okay. Okay, it's interesting because you get 2 pumpkins, which is about juggling things, being pulled in different directions. Feels like you've got a lot on your mind. It feels like you've got a lot of stuff going on, and that's why you feel like you've got, feels like you need to really think about where things are going, what you're doing. Just feel like you've got a lot of stuff going on in your mind, Caitlin. That's why you feel like you have got to take control. I think you've got to be an authoritative figure. You've got to be a sense of make a clear decision really about it when you look at it, when you look at these cards here. So yeah, really important here in regards to your premonition. I do feel like you've got some decisions to make, Caitlin. You've got some choices, some decisions to make. It does feel like you're being pulled in different directions, like you're juggling a lot. You've got a lot of stuff going on, so there's a lot of stuff you've got to think about. I think there's just a lot of things that you've got to be thinking about here. There's a lot of things you've got to think about. So it's all about taking control. With the Emperor card here, it's all about being an authoritative figure, taking control of the decisions that you've got to make. I think you've got to be really clear about those decisions. You've got to think about things and really make a clear decision, and you're going to find things are going to be a-okay. I think it's just a warning, a reminder for you to make sure that you've got a clear decision with the choices that you're going to make, that you with the direction you're going to take. Make sure you've got really clear decisions. It's making sure that you know exactly what you're doing and when you're doing it. I think it's a bit of I just get the word itinerary, so I don't know whether that's important, or just making sure that you have everything sorted, because you are going to find yourself having to juggle quite a few things around the situation. So I think there's a lot of juggling. So you're just going to have to make sure that you're clear-headed. I think that's really important here. That you're quite, you've thought about what you're doing, where you're going, and that sort of thing. Oh. It could be about juggling things. Could be an ending to something, like something's ending. It's not like a physical death, but could be some things that are ending. And that's why choices need to be made. Thanks, Jean. Muchly appreciated. Okay, Caitlin. So if there's any other questions, I'm going to do Black Widow's donation. I don't know if there's any other questions. Okay, so who am I? So if I missed any questions, let me have a look. Patsy. So if there's any questions that have come up. Oh, messages for. Okay, for Patsy. And then I can focus on the past life reading, a mini soul energy clearing session for Black Widow, which is going to take a bit. A message for August. Okay, I'm going to use the Supernatural Tarot. And then I think, I don't know if there's any other messages that need to come through for those that were still on the list. So who have I missed, Caitlin? Okay, what's important for Patsy for August? Patsy for August. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've got that. Okay, Patsy. Message for August. Okay. Queen of Bones. Okay, August for you is about you being I'm getting a lot of creative energy here. A lot about your passions, Patsy. It's about using those passions, that creativity for you to manifest what you truly want. You've got King of Goblets, King and Queen of Goblets here as well. So you're getting that sort of yin and yang energy in regards to your emotions. I get a sense of you being sensitive and that sort of energy, but I feel like you also need to sort of pull that, don't go diving deep into your emotions. Allow yourself to sit, but I just get the sense about not diving deep into things, into anything emotionally. Maybe pull back a little bit here, but it can also be that sense of you've got some people coming into your life as well. Good Black Widow Row, I'll do you next. Okay. So Tiwa and Dazzling didn't type in their question. Okay, cool. Okay, so very much so. I get that sense of needing to be, I'm getting a lot of passion, a lot of creativity, energy coming in, Patsy. A lot of creativity, a lot of passion, a lot of desires, being bold, independent, that sense of creative coming in. But you also get someone who's kind and caring energy coming in as well, but also not to let your emotions get the better of you in some way. So super important here to have that sense of, I'm getting that king and queen, that yin and yang in regards to your emotions. Don't let the emotions get the better of you. Oh, good. Not overthinking, but focusing on yourself. Oh, good. Okay, so that makes sense then. Okay, very independent energy. So that's confirmation that you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing. This is a very valuable journey for you right now. You know, with having these 3 court cards here, it's saying that it's a very valuable, important step for you to be focusing on you and not worrying about, you know, what else is going on around you. Just focusing on yourself, which is super important here. So yeah, interesting. Confirmation. Okay, so now I've got the mini soul energy clearing session for Black Widow. Okay, so this is going to just take a minute, guys, because this is a pretty big one here. So what we need to do is we just need to make sure that we prepare and we get ourselves totally sorted for black. Let's just fix this up. Whoops. Okay, so that's all I need. It's just your, there's no actual question or anything in this one here. This is just about clearing away. Okay. Cool. Okay, so this is going to be sort of like the last little bit, unless there's somebody else who's going to do one more reading. Yeah. one more after this. Okay, so let's prepare. Let's get ourselves sorted. Let's do this whole, make sure I'm sorted, make sure I'm ready, making sure I'm clear. Okay, I'm ready and prepared, right? Okay, so now we can connect with Black Widow. Right, can we please connect? Connected. Okay, 100%. Higher soul and agreement. Self and higher soul. Are we ready? Okay, we are ready, Black Widow Row. So let's have a look at the cards. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to take a breath. Take a breath for sure. Take a moment to breathe. So just go and drop everything. Okay. Okay, are we ready? Okay, energy that we need to clear for Black Widow. What energy are we focusing on? I'm actually going to throw in another couple in there. Okay, so energies that we're going to be clearing for you, Black Widow. Now, these are things that you've been carrying within your energy that may need to be cleared in some way. Now, this is a past life connection. Okay, so the first one we have is something to do with fires in some way, a branding, where it feels like you were burnt or you were dealt, there was a fire within your past life. Okay, so that can be a big something that's quite strong for you here. And there's a very arty type of energy, artistic energy here. So you were someone who was very arty in your past life and fire was involved. So there may be some issue that you have with fire. You were very impressed. So I'm wondering if you were very, I feel like you were silenced in a way. Very much silenced in regards to your artwork. Okay, and so that fire was created in some way. So you were burnt through fire. Does feel like that fire was a huge part of your death, your transformational area, and it had to do with you were very suppressed with your artwork. Artwork was very suppressed for you in the past, and so there was some sort of air disaster in some way as well. So it could be also that you were traumatized by some sort of something to do with the air, whether that was through bombs and fire sort of do go together. So maybe you were bombed in the past life and that created a fire. You were suppressed with your artwork here. You were there were many secrets. You had to keep your artwork secret. Okay, and I think that could be, I don't know whether artwork, your art, you're very silent about it. It might be something that you don't share very often, or you're very selective with who you share your art with, and that could be part of that energy. your past life does talk about being bombed or being, I get bombed and fire. So you were bombed and fire. It could be that sort of era. It could be World War II era. So it could be that sort of era. That's all. That might be why you're getting that. And Frank, it could be the country that they were with. Could be that sort of era that they were bombed, courting fire. It could be that sort of era, which could be part of it. Take care, Jen. Thank you for being with us. So, yeah, really important there to have that sense of acknowledging your artwork. Maybe you felt like it was suppressed, it was silent, you had to keep it secret, and that you were bombed in regards to creating some sort of fire. So I don't know if that resonates with you in any way, but could be spiritual. Do you mean like spiritual art, or remember, art can be in so many different ways. It's not necessarily paintings. Your art can be in many, many ways. So let's take a nice deep breath and let's clear some of this energy. Whoa. Yeah, suppressing your spirituality. Could be your art. Could have been your spirituality. It could be your art. Because art's not necessarily painting. Yeah, if you're remembering that suppressing your spirituality could come from the past life of having to suppress your art. So we're just going to clear that away. So just take a nice Black Widow row. What I want you to do is take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, so we're still clearing away. So take a nice deep breath, Black Widow row, and just releasing and letting go. Allow yourself to feel that energy being let go. You're releasing and letting go that energy. Oh, interesting, Black Widow row. Interesting. Remember, this is past life stuff, so yeah. Yeah. So take a nice deep breath, Black Widow row, and let's just clear away that energy. Just clear away the essence of the energy that's been carried through. So just take a nice deep breath. Okay, so now I'm going to continue with clearing away. Using the charts, right. Okay. What chart are we doing first? Let me just put my glasses on so I can see. What chart are we going to? Chart number 9. Okay, so let's do this first. Chart number 9. Okay, so allies. So we're doing some healing energy. Healing energy through wild animals. It's interesting. Wild animals. Okay, so we're doing animals. So what animal are we looking at here for an ally for healing process? Eagle. We're doing eagle energy, eagle ally. Okay, so we're going to provide the healing. So the eagle is going to provide the healing energy. Okay. Any other animals? No. Okay, eagle is your animal, is your ally, which is going to help you on the journey. Okay, the next chart. Where are we going now? Chart number 3. Okay, what blocks? What do we need to clear? What blocks do we need to clear? Okay, so this is goals and dreams. Any blocks to goals and dreams need to be cleared. Okay, so we're clearing any goals, blocks to goals and dreams have been cleared. Is there anything else in this chart that needs to be looked at? Emotional. So any blocks to emotional health. And any blocks to nutrition. Okay, is there anything else at all? Nope, nothing else on that chart. Okay, any other charts that we need to look at here? Chart number 8. Okay, goddesses and angels, archangels. So where are we going? Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel. Okay, so we want to apply the Archangel Zadkiel. We want the connection, that healing energy. Okay, is there any other? Is there any goddess or archangel that needs to be? Nope. Okay, so that was Zadkiel. Okay, anything else that we need to do? Anything else that we need to focus on here? Okay, chart number 1. Okay, clear blocks to forgiveness. That can be self-forgiveness as well. So clear any blocks to forgiveness. Okay, next. Anything else that we need to look at here? Acknowledge skills. Okay, any blocks to acknowledging skills need to be cleared as well. Okay. And anything, and ability to respond. Any blocks to ability to respond to situations? Okay, is there anything else at all? No. Okay. Where are we up to now? Complete. Okay, we are now complete. Okay. 100% goodness flowing within. Higher self and soul in agreement. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so the last little bit here we do is the healers of the earth. Okay, so what message is important for Black Widow in regards to healing the past? Okay, the first one is the Seer of Souls. It's about understanding oneself. Seems very important. Okay. Now it talks about a cherished pet. So whether you've got a pet that's current or a pet from the past coming in. And last card here is that things are changing, things are shifting for you. There will be a sense, it does feel like things will shift. So I do feel like there is a connection with an animal of some sort. There is definitely an animal connection in some way, and it's about gaining one's understanding to one's own journey, and that things will shift, that things will change. Seems, whoa. And then this flew out, which was about feeling like you are in balance, no longer avoiding any extremes, feeling like you are in total harmony within oneself, and that things are going to start moving forward in a much more smoother energy. Things are going to start moving forward and with much more ease. Okay, Black Widow, does feel as though things are going to start to move forward in a much smoother way. So, yeah. So I do feel like things are going to move quite well for you now that there's sort of going to be a bit of a shift. Just remember to be really gentle with yourself, Black Widow. Super, super important to just be really, really gentle. Be very kind with yourself at the moment. You will find yourself going through some changes, some shifts. So that's going to be super important for you here. So let's just take a moment, just sort of take a bit of a breath and allow that healing energy to feel that cleansing through you, Black Widow. Okay, super, super important to allow that healing. Be very, very gentle with yourself. Be very kind. Just really sort of take it easy for the next couple of days. Just take it really easy here. Okay, so super important just to be very, very gentle with oneself. And sort of gives you a bit of an understanding with what we're clearing, what we're getting rid of, what we're not holding on to energy-wise. Seems really important. So, yeah. So let me know in a day or two and how you're feeling, Black Widow. Like I say, you just got to be really, really gentle with yourself. Remember, we're like onions and we're undoing just one layer today. Today, we've just undone one layer of who you are or what you've been carrying within yourself. You're sort of giving you that chance to sort of let go of some things that are going to help you on this journey. So hopefully that's going to help you, sort of allow you to feel like you have be able to move in much smoother waters. So yeah, you're welcome. So yeah. So if anyone was still here from the free list that didn't get their reading, so who didn't get a reading? I'm back. Sorry, I had a little bit of a disconnect. I don't know what's going on with our internet at the moment. The weather's not too bad, but right. Dazzling, I'm just waiting for your question. So is that just about the last one, Caitlin? So I'm just waiting for Dazzling's question. So I'm just waiting for Dazzling's question. Oh, what is your question? Sorry, it didn't come up. It doesn't show it. No, hasn't shown your question at all. Ariane, Dazzling, it didn't show up. So I don't know what YouTube. Don't know why YouTube may have stopped your question, or try typing it again, but changing one of the words, Dazzling. What do you need to know? Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's have a look. What do you need to know about this situation? No, it's all right. No, YouTube can be a bit funny sometimes with messages. Right, okay, so let's have a look at this. Let's see how I can word this question so we can get Remember, we're only doing 2 cards, so it can be a bit tricky. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Tiwa. I haven't seen her since the beginning of the stream. Right. Let's have a look. Dazzling. Let's have a look. Let's use the Lord of the Rings. Whoops, it's only because I picked up these cards today. Right. What do you need to know about this guy? Okay. What do you... Well, you're going to end up with a guy that you're not actually attracted to. Well, that sort of sounds a bit strange, but it does feel like whoever you're with, you do have a connection with. There is a connection on some level. With the 2 of Cups, straight away is about that connection, that give and take, that balanced emotionally. There is that give and take. And we have King of Rings. So he's someone who is practical, logical, very earthy, down to earth type of guy. Someone who's very down to earth. It's someone who gives opportunities. Yeah, 2 of Cups, definitely a connection. So whoever you are with, there will be a connection of some sort. And he's going to be very practical, very, does give you that opportunities. There is sort of business opportunities. He could be someone who's very business orientated. Okay, someone who is very business orientated, someone who's very financial, someone who could be very down to earth as well, in a way. Like, he's not a dreamer. He's very practical in his approach. He's very assertive. Could be a little bit, yeah, I just feel like he's very practical, quite assertive, that sense of opportunities, somebody who always takes advantage of opportunities that arise. You know, he's always looking for new opportunities. Yeah, I just get a very sort of earthy energy. So he's very earthy, very down to earth energy, very practical. But there's definitely a connection there, quite strong connection. Dazzling. So yeah, something to think about for sure. Okay, so yeah, so there's definitely going to be a connection there. He's very practical, very earthy, always looking for opportunities. Someone who's always looking for opportunities to arise. So yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, interesting with the 2 of Cups. Okay, so if there's no one else, I've been on for nearly an hour and a half. Four cards. For what? Caitlin, what do you mean 4 cards? Oh, no, that'd be perfect. No, that'd be good because I can get into a routine. I can get into the flow with the 4 cards. No, that'll be perfect. No. The descriptions. No, perfect. I'll get into a flow. Once I start, I can get into a bit of a flow with it. And so I can sort of won't take me like I'll get them done is what I mean, is I'll be able to focus and get them done. So yeah, no problem at all, Caitlin. No problem at all. No, it'll be great. It'll be good because then I can just focus on getting each of them done. So no, not a problem. And then I'll just put them into chat and you can have a look at them when you get back. Right, that's it from me. I'm going to get going. So, yeah. Okay, so that's it from me. So that's it. Take care and blessed be.